Hello on for a new video. So for this video, we're gonna pretty much go through the results from the simulacrum project. We got all 60 of them finally done. It took about almost a week to do, which I expected. So we only found one voice, which I did not put in the calculations. Yeah, the only voice we found was the 5 passive, so that's why I don't want to count it, because it's about 45, 50 exalts. So I'm not going to count it because finding a 5 passive, a 3, or a 1 is extremely rare. Surprisingly, we didn't even find a second voice for a 7-1, which is really weird, because normally you should find between 1 and 3 in 60 runs, but 1 is just extremely bad. So pretty much I have here, I went through and priced everything out. So let's go through tab by tab, and at the end we'll open all the stacked decks up if we have time. So when we started this project, we spent about 132 exalts. And the exalt ratio didn't really change. It only changed by 2 chaos between when we started to now, so it's not that bad. So for the Blight Tab, this one is just the oils, and this one is the maps. So I converted everything up to the highest tier to make it easier for this. I wasn't going to sit here and go through every single item. So I just went straight for whatever the max can be. The max was... So we found actually only one golden oil, and we got 6 silvers that actually dropped, and the rest of the silvers are from just moving these all the way up. So the price of that is about, golds right now are about 52, it's about 156 just on the golds alone. And these ones weren't that much. And I'm not calculating all this because that's not worth figuring it out. So Blighted Maps is where we got most of our currency from. So Blighted Maps, and when you do simulacrums, you're going to find anywhere from tier 6 to 16. At 16, you're not going to find, you're mostly going to find, I think it was the 13s. So you're going to find a lot of 13s from this, which I believe is my highest one I found. No, so it's actually a mix. So it was like 13 was the highest, then it was 11 and 14s. But it's pretty much the same maps you're going to find. You're not going to get any really different. It's whatever the natural maps are. So like pretty much like 11, it's all, I think it was, one of them was all the same. It was 13. So 13 only dropped arcade, that was it. Like 16s were only summits. A lot of them were pretty much mixed over the place, but a lot of them were the exact same maps over. So the map tab alone was about, between the maps and the blighted oils alone, this is together, it's about 1,190 chaos. So let's put that in here. Which I actually did not put the oils in here. So we'll go at the end, we'll fix this up. Which I'll have to cut the video to fix it, since I didn't realize how much I messed that up actually. I forgot about the Metamorph, the essence, the oils. So at the end, I'm going to cut the video, fix this, then we'll come back to the video when I have this actually fixed up. But we'll go through all this right now. So the next one was the Prophecies. The only prophecy really that dropped is twice enchant, and these are all twice enchants. So we found 38 of them, and they go for about 6 each. All the prices I'm giving you are just one price only. It's not bulk, it's nothing like that. Because if we do a bulk, you probably get like 8 chaos for each on these, if people want them. So it's about 228 chaos. The map one was very all over the place, to be honest. I was considering taking all the 14s and 15s and converting them all up to 16. But I thought for this, just so you can see the numbers that drop, I just gave you the raw numbers of the 53 14s, the 48 15s, and the 33 16s. And I just did an average price. I didn't do like, was this a tropical island? Was this a burial chambers, a tower map? I just went straight up, found something that was in the middle, just grabbed the price and just went with it. So that's why I just did 4 on the 14s, 4 on the 15s, and 5 on the 16s. The price can change on this, but this is just an average. And then for the unique maps, I pretty much just did whatever price I can find. Like I know some of these, like on this one especially, the price can range from 1 chaos to 20 chaos depending on the percentage of quality. But I just did a 1 chaos just to make it easier. Since there were some that dropped that were in the 190s. But I'm not going to count it. So like pretty much like the cedars, the death taxes. This was only the loot filter picked up too. The hologram masters, a lot of the hollow maps. Like a lot of these maps in general aren't worth a lot of money, to be honest. The only one that's worth money really was the beachheads, which are going for about 8 chaos each. So that's why we got 152 just on here. But everything else in general like are not worth anything. Like Putrid is a little bit just because you can get good stuff from it, so it's definitely a hit or miss map. But in general, like these maps are not worth anything. Are we going to be honest? Are we going to sell probably this whole entire tab off for the 872? Probably not. You'll sell off easily the beachheads and the tier 16s. But the tier 14s, 15s, and these random maps are probably not going to sell. Then for the div, I didn't really calculate this that well. I could have taken all these out that were done and put them into the stash, but I decided not to do that just to make it easier for this video. So pretty much for this, I only price out anything that's worth over 5 chaos. So like these ones, I just price them out together. That's why it's 20 chaos on here, because they're 5 each, just make it easier. Because some of these don't calculate that well per card. Like this one I didn't touch. Humility I put on here just as 10 chaos for a Divine Orb. Same with this one, it's 1 Divine. The only ones we priced out, like the Bargain, we priced it with 6 chaos. The Hoarder, about 35 to about 6 each. Not doing the Voids. The one Saint Treasure we got was 15 chaos. Like the 3 Faces and the Wrath, I just put there what do you get out of them, what the amount we got. Like the 9 chaos from here and the 10 chaos from here, I just put on there. And we got the one Knight, White Knight, that for 32. There was a couple other ones that sold. I'll just go over those at the end. But we did have a nurse that we sold for about 1 Exalt. But I'll show you that at the end where it's at. The Essence tab, I pretty much just look for anything that was a little bit of money on here. Because this wasn't really worth me sitting here pricing every single, like the 1 chaos, 2 chaos. So I only did the ones that were actually worth something. Let me see if I can zoom in for a little bit more. There we go. So like the Greed, the Concepts, the Woe, the Rage, the biggest one. The Lofting, the Zeal, the Scorn, the Envy, and the Horrors. Those are the only ones I priced out. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit more in here, maybe another 100 chaos, but it's not worth doing. So Metamorph was a mess. Ignore everything on the bottom. This was just for my personal tab. Everything up here is just from the project. It was just easier this way to do it for save some time. So pretty much with this tab, these are not bulk, this is just what they go for, like abrasive, like a 0.13 for one of them. 1 chaos, 3 chaos, a quarter of a chaos, 0.1 chaos, 2 chaos, and 0.17. So it's about 816. These ones are probably not all going to sell. To be honest, I think only these 3 are going to sell, really, for a lot of people. The rest of these, we might just sell the Bender just to see if we can get some more of these. The currency tab is very interesting. So the currency tab does have the stuff that we sold in here already, which I'll go over in a little bit. So pretty much this is what we got, including the sellings. All the stack decks we got from the incubators were in here, and the actual drops. A lot of ancient orbs, which I'm very surprised about. The amount that we saw. A lot of divination orbs. These were a mix from the 6-link incubators and also the just normal dropping from the currency one. Because you do get a lot of the 6-link incubators, and we have 3 of them on our gear right now still. But I didn't calculate those because they weren't dropped already. Like the 42, so the 42 exalts. Let me talk about this real fast. These were not all pure exalts. A lot of them came from shards, and also 23 of them came from trades. So if we minus out the 23 from the trades, so take away the trade numbers, this is actually what we had. If I take away those from the trade, and I take away the 291 chaos from here, you actually would see the real numbers. So it'll be 100, the 231, no, 291, never mind. So 100, 200, 50, 200, and so this one right here is all from trades, and it's also not including the like the 21, 23 purity of lightnings I have in here, the perfect roll lion's roar in here, a couple random gems in here. Like I'm not including any of this stuff in the thing. It's whatever we actually got. So like this was all from trades alone, because in the trades we did have 2 like for the trades, we had a medium cluster, 6 passive, where I sold for 2x. We had 2 fire the brimstones, We had one strength energy, or strength and energy shield for 1 exalt we sold. 1 Corsi for 20. We did get an Empower level 4 that dropped. We sold that for 3.5. The Balmolin Shell, the Nurse, the Flammability, and the Frostbite. The other split personality we got. The Minefield, the 2 Fateds, and the 1 Avoid Manipulation. So like that's where the 23 and all the chaos came from. So without not including this, we actually only got 19 exalts and about 273 chaos. So I just calculated the trades in for now, but we can easily take those off to see how much money we made. That's what we're gonna do at the end too. So that's why the exalt number looks a little bit higher than what it should be, but 19 is the actual number, which is about normal. Because 19 is mostly what you'll get from this. You won't actually get 42 exalts. And this is also, the voice is also I kept separate for reasons. But like a big chunk of the money from this one, not this, the currency tab. Like a lot of this came from just a mixture of all this stuff. Like 29 chaos here, 52 here, over 3,000 chaos and exalts. Exalt shards like 80 chaos. Alchemy is not too much. The chaos is a lot. GCP is like 100 chaos because they are going for about a quarter each. So I do recommend picking up GCPs. These one, Crystals, you don't have to pick up. There's no reason to. It's only 11 chaos for 500. Divines was a huge amount, 350. Like Jewelers are not, and Jewelers are not worth anything. You don't need to pick them up. Some of this came from the 6 links that, or 6 sockets that dropped. Fusings is a lot. Fusings are good to pick up. They're about 174 for all this. Chromatics are at 0.2 of chaos now, so they're really good to pick up. Harbingers, surprisingly, all the Harbingers, a lot of these came from the divination card, or the incubators. Horizon orbs are not really needed to pick up either. This was, I told you, bindings. I usually don't pick these up, but it dropped in full, so I just picked them up just to have them. Like all the sextants are not worth a whole lot. The best one is really going to be this one, the Awaken, just because they're about a half a chaos each. And Regrets and Scours do sell very well, so I do recommend picking these up. You can definitely get rid of these extremely quick. And the stack decks, these are about 1 chaos each. We'll open these at the end of the video. After I cut this video, fix the mess I made on, so we can see if we made money or not, then we'll open these at the end. Which will be, we might have to speed through that part a little bit because of how long the video is going to end up being. So Fossil, wait, it's not Fossil. Let's do this one next actually. So the Fragment tab, I had to break this into 2 because it's so much on here. So I broke it from like all the Scarabs is going to be the next tab. And this tab is going to be just the top half. All of this, the Goddesses, and the Elder Fragments. So we made these sacrifices are going to be very difficult to sell, to be honest. You probably can't find someone to sell them. That's why they go for a good amount of money, because everyone's doing the map heist grind one right now, because that's a pain in the ass one to do. You need a lot of these. So we had like 320 chaos on this one. These all roughly are about a half a chaos each. So it's a lot of currency. Like the fragments, these went up in price a lot from what they used to be this late, because they used to only be like 5 to 2 chaos each. Now they're between 10 to 20. So we'll probably end up running these ourselves and just selling the fragment, because it's better to do like that, because the fragment is worth more than this separate. Like this is not a whole lot of chaos here. I mean, you can see on the price breakdown if you want to take a look at it more. Like the breeze stones are not worth that much at all. Like 1 chaos each, 1 chaos each, 1 each. This is where they start to go up. Like Yule's 5 each and Triulu is 68 each. The Triulu is all from splinters. That's how, this just shows you how many splinters we got from these, from the amount that we got from this. This is all the incubators too and the drops, but we had over 431 splinters that dropped from these, so it was a lot. Would recommend picking these up because these are not that hard to sell in bulk. Definitely doable. So all the timeless jewels, we actually got a full set, which is really nice. This is only the hardest one to get, which you're not going to maybe get a lot of, but this is still a nice amount, which is down here. So like these ones don't sell that much. The internal, the Karu, and the Val, these are not the biggest one. They're like 10 to 15 chaos. Your two big money ones are always going to be Templar and Mariketh. Because Templar is 1 exalt each, and Mariketh is 1.5 exalt each. So these are going to be always your two money ones. And you will get a lot of these too. And then the Elder set, it's questionable if it's worth the run in or not, but you do get a lot of these. These you won't see though, usually until wave 15 through 20 is where they drop. So it's roughly about, like, Constructor. So pretty much they're all worth a good chunk of money, to be honest. Almost 1 exalt for a full set, which is pretty crazy, but we did get a lot of currency in this. And the offerings, will these sell? I doubt it. So the 30 chaos here, I'm pretty sure is not going to be worth it. But it's about 2,000 chaos just in the top half alone. So now the interesting one, the Scarabs. So the Scarabs, they do have a very interesting price range. A lot of them this league are worth a lot of money. So, like, the best ones are going to be the Beastery ones because everyone's trying to get the split beasts. So that's why these are 2 chaos each, 4 chaos each, and 8 chaos each. The Reliquary set's not worth anything. Torment's garbage. And Sulfite is a huge currency gain from this project. That's what, like, a lot. Anytime I had the Scarab divination, I threw them on there right away. It's my first priority because of the Scarabs dropped a lot. So this is like 1,200 chaos on these Scarabs alone. This is not bulk either. Bulk, we're gonna get a lot more out of them. 26 chaos each on the polish, and the Gilderoy 3080. So this is roughly over 2,000 chaos alone, just on these three categories. So then on Metamorph, Metamorph's not too much. Legion is worth a good chunk of money. These about 2.5 each to 3, 4, and 10. So Legion you'll make a lot of money off of. Ambusher garbage, Shaper's bad, Parangus is horrible, and Cartographer is not worth anything. More maps. And then on this side, Harbinger 2 and 6 really this one's not that worth anything. Elders are 1 each. Divs are not worth anything. And Breaches are the money. So mainly, if you're doing these, Breaches, Legion, Beastery, and Sulfite are the 4 I would focus on the most. They're going to be your most income from during this project. The rest of this probably won't sell, but those ones will sell the fastest for anyone. So that's where our 4,000 chaos came from. Then let's do this one. This was real quick. So these were the ones that dropped that were already fully charged, or the blessings, the charge, the enrich, and the 1 pure we got. So it's not a whole lot of currency to be on this page at all. I mean, the only ones that are worth pumping were the Yule's enrich and the pure breachstone. Sadly, it's Esh though, so Esh is not that good. That's only 200 chaos for all this. Trades we went over, currency went over. So that's all the stuff we made from this. I'm going to cut the video here and fix the first page to add the other stuff I added, which I forgot to add. So then I can add it really quickly. So you don't sit me here, you don't sit here and watch me do it. So then we can open the stack decks right after that. So I'm going to cut this real fast right here. I'll see everyone in a couple seconds. Okay. I want them right back to where everything's fixed now. Add them in quickly. The only tab I forgot about was the fossil tab. So for fossils, it was pretty much very interesting. With like the high amount of the tier, whatever you want to call us, tier 3 maybe. But we got over 100 each of these. And fossils are selling very well right now. So we definitely made a good chunk of money on the fossils. Like all the bounds, which are over here, are roughly 8 chaos each. Zoom in on this a little more maybe. There you go. I mean, the corroded ones are 19 chaos with 20 chaos each right now, so the big chunk of money on the. Okay, about that. Perfects are going up in price. Those are about to 7, not worth anything. 7, not worth anything anymore really. So really, to be honest, really, it's the high numbers you get of selling them in bulk is gonna be a big chunk of money on the fossils, and then also the bounds, the corrodives, and the perfects, and the enhance. And then we got lucky and we found some of these. So we did not find any of these ones though, but we did find these two. And I think these ones all dropped. Yeah, there's no price now. Dropped towards the end, like around between 15 and 20. That's where all these two came from. And these were all on the fossil symbols on the bottom. It wasn't from the actual thing itself. So then on our total, if we made money or not, I put everything in to make it a little bit easier. So we did, this is with all numbers, and I just left the trades out because if you trade them now, it'd be the exact same price, so I just made it easier. So we actually did make money. We made 8.2 thousand chaos, so which is about roughly 96 exalts profit. So this does include the trades. You minus trades out, you're still looking at maybe over 60 chaos profit. So it's definitely did make money for about a week worth for fun. And it's really good experience too from doing this. Because all of our gems before we started this project, our awakened gems were all level 1, 120s, and now they're 520s before we even finished the project. So the amount of experience this gives is huge. Like if I didn't die, we would have been in 98. But I died a lot just for not paying much attention. So what we're going to do now, since we made so much money, with this money, we're either going to sell everything off in bulk, which this number will easily be between 120 to 150 by the time we finish selling everything, if we do. And then we're going to combine it with our original stuff, or we have a personal, sell everything off if we can. And then we start a blueprint farming project, which we have the fossils ready to go. And I have the map we're going to do too. So that's be our next project we're going to do. I might not do it with this character though. So you'll probably see the next video being the build guide for this one. Or it might be the first start of it. But we might dump this character and do it as an aura stacker instead of something different. Since we've seen a lot of this build this league already. We might dump this trade something different. Especially because we have a lot of money to spend. And with the gauntlet coming up and all that, we probably won't have time for the rest of the league to get through everything. So I'm going to end this video on saying simulacrums are extremely profitable. They're fun to do if your build can handle it. And you don't need the strongest build in the game. Just chaos resistance is your key. Chaos resistance and damage. But what we're going to do now is we're going to open all of this. We'll do them sets of 10s. Just to see what drops for fun. And this will be, we're going to make some faster too actually. And then everything drop, we'll make it easier. We'll just throw in here. Let's make the cards this one. This one speeds up the process. Let's start opening. I'm not going to price anything out. This is for fun. See if we get any swing sounds. Oh, we got Abandoned Wealth. Okay, that's pretty good at the beginning. Yeah, our luck in the beginning with stacked decks was absolute trash, but then it's gotten much better. We might have to grab 2 stacks. I think 1 stack might not be enough. So Abandoned Wealth was the only good thing from the first 50. So yeah, we'll grab 2 stacks because 1 stack is not worth it. This won't take long also to go through. If I can figure out what the tab's at. So let me move the tab up here to the beginning so it saves us time. Blue stack's at 30. Because I think 30 would be enough to lag Bucket Aqueducts out. We only care about swings or blues. Give me a headhunt, or give me a doctor. One thing I've not seen in this league. I've seen samurais, I've seen 7 years bad lucks. I've seen 3 things. The nurse. And this will be a long... Saint's Treasure is not bad. It's 15 chaos. Not no swing, but still not bad.
When I'm ready and not before.
Let's try going over here. No, that's a bad spot. Yeah, for some reason I gotta fix the filter for these, but I know, cause I know some of the items that do drop are, they're not blue or do remember something. Pick all this up real fast, then we'll move on to the next 60. So yeah, I think 60 is the max this area can take. I'm not gonna open the void because I just don't like the void card on stream. If the void gives you something really good, then we'll add it at the end, but I'm not expecting it. That one's done. Let's go next. Clean this up. Then we'll go back into here. Trying to rush through as fast as possible. I think the Abandoned Wealth might be the only good one. Yeah, and just give you a heads up, if you do, you're gonna get a lot of stack decks from this, because the incubators give you stack decks every time, between 3 to 5, and the amount of those you get is a lot. By chaos. I hate opening stack decks. This kills your hands. So nothing too really good. Curious see how many swings can we get. Give me that 1 for 5. Yeah, damn. This hurts my hands. About 60? Oh, this is more than 60 actually. Hold on. That's 100 at a time. Never mind. My math is bad. So 100 is actually what Blood Aqueduct likes. Hey, a samurai. That's something. I'll take that one. So Abandoned Wealth and Samurai are the swings. And we got another nurse, okay. So we've seen 2 nurses, 2 samurais, 2 Abandoned Wealths this league already. Still want that doctor. I want to get that doctor. Because I don't know if you can get the broken mirror, whatever it's called, the one that gives you the the Mirror Calandra. But I think the Doctor is the only one I'm not seeing as the highest. Well, Stack Deck's definitely got our money back. I think. Maybe not, actually. Another Saint's Treasure. Hideout again? Yeah, surprisingly, Stack Decks have gone much better for me. Cause we started a league with Stack Decks not liking me at all. I want to get rid of this in 2 sets actually, so let's do 240. Then we'll do 2 more sets, and that should be the rest of these. Because it's gonna be like a 30-minute video, so I want to speed them up a little bit. Curious how many set decks we opened this league already. We're well over 2,000. We gotta be around 3,000, I think, of these now. 3,000 plus. What the hell is this one? Oh, Fair Pels. I don't think anything's gonna beat the 1245 that we opened. Then we got 3 Things, Samurai's Eye, Mirrors, Broken Mirrors.
When I'm ready and not before.
That one was nuts. Back-to-back Fiends too, actually. My God, that's 2 of these now we've seen this league. Jeez, come on, give me the I want that Doctor, so I can complete my set. Give me a Doctor. Wow. Okay then. I said Doctor, not Nurse again. Come on. Should have made this one separate video, actually. So I wonder if we should put this at the end of that video or make its own. But I have to do a price down for it though, or I talk about this video. Yeah, sorry, Ghost. And we'll do one more set after this, then we're done with the stack decks. Stack decks. Chaos. I can't stack those? Okay. Oh, we got those. Another 5 chaos. 7 league step, I think. Yep. Photographer, that's the chisels. But should actually be taken off the loot filter. Because chisels are just not worth picking up at all. I think we're gonna, before we do the next project, we'll change our loot filter to get rid of chisels. Photographer. Another 5 chaos.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Yeah, I think I should have done this as a separate video. This is long. Last 120. Then we'll end the video. I link 3 videos together, and we can upload. Okay, 120. Let's go. 120 left. Give me another. Give me my doctor. All right. I'll primordial jewel. Three, 2, 1, go. How's that? Level 6 Awakened Support Gem, okay. Oh, that's worth anything or not, but that seems cool. Let's go over here. My doctor. I think that's worth something. For doctor, no doctor. Okay, so that's it for the end of that video. We got Dex actually liked us today, which is really weird. No doctor still though, but thank you everyone to stop by. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button below. Come follow me on Twitch if you want to see us doing this, the gauntlet, whatever we're doing next. If you have any questions too, please put in a comment below. And hope to see everyone next video. Thank you for stopping by.